Hey everyone, back here again with another comic unboxing, and I guess I'll talk about a few things that are going on in the community right now while I'm unboxing this. One of the things that you might have seen, might have not seen, I'm not sure, is that I had put together a little video that I released right before this. I taped it earlier. I ranted, I raved a little bit while I was stuck in traffic about this whole comic book community. Hey Jim, how you doing? Actually, that's a great question. I'll get to it in a second. I went a little bit nuts over the CBC award scenario and everybody attacking Brian at LCS. And I don't regret it, because the guy shouldn't be attacked. Give the guy a little bit of a break. If you want me to rant about it again, I will. I'd rather not. I did a whole video about ranting on him. But that's the point. Give the guy a little bit of a break. He did a good thing. That's it. So, Jim, getting back to your question, what's in this box? It's a really, really good question. What I do know is that it came from, I believe, one of the things I won on eBay. But the thing that makes it difficult for me to know what's exactly in this one is that I had won multiple little auctions on eBay. I won. Yeah, he can't please anybody, Digger Jim. He can't. And my point is, you know what? I just felt he was being a little bullied. Just a little bit. And I don't like that. I'm going to say what I want to say, and that's it. People might like it. People might hate it. People might ignore it. But that's it. I just feel he was being bullied a little bit. And that's it. It's going to be great. The awards are going to be awesome. People are going to be acknowledged. And next year, all the glitches, all the little kinks, all the little issues that happened will get resolved. That's it. It's growing pains. That's what it's called. It's growing pains, damn it. Growing pains. Anyway, going back to this box. I'm sorry. I got so distracted. I didn't give you my awesome graphics. What the hell did I get in this box? This is, high quality production, people. One more time. What the hell did I get in the box? So, how's it going, Spintex? Spintex, I'd love to hear what you think about this whole scandal, of everybody bashing LCS and that kind of thing. But just give me a second to open up this damn box, see what I got in it. I'm not sure what's in this box. Like I said, I won multiple auctions from eBay. And the thing with eBay is you don't necessarily know who it's coming from, because a lot of times the name on the package is a different name, or obviously it's not the eBay ID that you're accustomed to. This is gonna be special right now. How to get this thing open? I don't have a knife. I don't have scissors. My normal scissors. This is gonna be annoying. Hey, Hidden Gems, how's it going? You're doing You're doing a drawing right now, but you're listening. What are you drawing, Hidden? I'm glad you're supporting it, Spintex. I did see your video a little earlier as well, your last video, and that's why I made a point of saying this, to you. I think we all should open up our mouths. I made a whole video rant about this while I was stuck in traffic earlier, talking about this. All right, maybe I don't have the most, you know, articulate way of saying things, but I think everybody gets the point. And I think we should all open up our mouths just to combat all the people trying to bully him around. That's the point that I'm just saying. Maybe that's, LCS Brian. He's from New York. I'm a New Yorker too. I'm backing up my New York guy. But more than that, I'm backing up a really good guy. He's a good guy for the community. God damn it, this thing is not. This is so damn annoying. I never realized how tough this is, and I can't get the keys in here. I'm gonna figure this out. Damn it! I hope there's nothing fragile in here. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I saw Evil Mike's video. I did see Evil Mike's video, and I was actually on the premiere chatting with him about it. I'm obviously a lot more. How's it going? Aggressively relaxing. I'm a lot more aggressive about these things and the way I word things than he is. He's a lot more PC and nicer about it. How's it going, Jerry? And I like I said, I made my opinion about this whole CBC award thing. Let's give this guy some support. I got into it a little bit with pressable defects as well in his comment thing. But you know what? They didn't come at him. The results was people attacking Brian at LCS. But they didn't come attacking at him. They were critical. And that's okay. You could be critical. You could have opinions. I have opinions. You have opinions. Jerry has opinions. Spytix has opinions. Hidden Gems has opinions. We all have opinions. But you know how opinions are? They're like asses. Everybody has one. So we all could have our opinions, and we could have the right to agree to disagree. That's okay. But let's not make it personal. The guy's a gentle guy. He's a nice guy. It's not right. What the hell? And it is what it is. Like I said, this is a slab. I think I know what this is. All right. Like I said before, it's hard to tell which package is going to have what in it when you're ordering from eBay because most of the times the names don't match up with the IDs on eBay. So you're not exactly sure what the name is going to be from where it's going from. Never even spoke to LCS before last Saturday. Yeah, I mean, and if you do speak to him, Spytix, you did speak to him on Saturday, I'm sure he came off as a really, solid guy. There's no hidden agendas. And like I said, I was on that panel, that judge panel. I was along with Mike and another person that hasn't really came forward, so I'm not gonna put her name out. Well, I just said it was her. To be judging on the quality of the votes and for the nominees, and making sure that the actual sites that the channels that they were voting on were actually comic book related. That was a criteria that we had to follow. And there were sites out there. There were channels out there. There were definitely channels out there that I feel that might have been left out. And I had a couple of back and forth with both Brian, LCS, and Mike, and everybody else in regards to that. Like for me, for example, I really thought Comics Explained should have been a shoe-in, a guarantee in for Lifetime Achievement Awards. think he's got a great channel, awesome production, not like crap that I do here. Very well researched, very well thought out, speaks very clearly. Great channel. It's been around forever. It's got 2 million subscribers. It's no joke. But people didn't vote for him. And that's the thing. We got to go off of what people voted for. You know, and I know there were a lot of people out there. I know that there were a lot of people out there that actually knew about this and made a conscious decision of not talking about it and not promoting it for whatever agendas they had. That's on them. I'm not saying that was Pressable Defects. Pressable Defects is a different story. I think Pressable Defects found this to be the hot topic and just talked about it. I mean, after all, they did get nominated for one of the big awards. So it's easier to come from that standpoint when you're one of the nominees than not nominees, because then it sounds like sour grapes. But it is what it is. Oh, man, this guy's... Whoever packed this is so damn annoying. They put packing tape all over the bubble wraps. I do my best. I do my absolute best to conserve these bubbles, to be able to reuse them and recycle and etc. And be kind of cheap and reuse things. But more for anything, you know, you have it. Why not reuse it? It's better than throwing it in the garbage and letting it sit and not decompose in a landfill forever. But oh man, look at this stuff. Okay, I think I'm pretty confident I know what this is. I'm going to ask LCS if I can have the Lifetime Achievement Award. Go ahead, aggressive. Maybe you should. You know what? I'm actually devastated. I'm devastated. I thought I was going to be a nominee and I was going to be a shoe-in for a channel with the crappiest production and video quality. And they didn't even give me a call. They didn't even vote for me. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was a shoe-in for that. But I didn't get it. I'm just going to keep doing what I do, hanging in with the supporting and cool people of the community. Real life is toxic enough. Don't need to waste time on that. You're right. You know what? You are super right. Super right. By the way, Spine, if anybody that's in the chat that hasn't realized, Spine takes is also Sith Lordly. Are you still running both channels simultaneously, or are you just stop putting content out on the other one? Just curious if the intention is just stopping it completely, or are you going to keep them running simultaneously? Oh, you already written the speech? If you need any help, if you need anybody to proofread and you want, somebody to add their 2 cents in, I'll help you out, my friend. I will help you out. So let's see what we got here. So, okay. Let me just, before I get into this, the box was a priority box, which I'm happy that they sent it in. They put a bunch of fat bubble wrap around it, which is good. But there was movement in there. There was movement in the box. It wasn't secure. I would have preferred they put a little less of this and like some newspaper or something to just hold it secure. But that's me, because that's how slabs could get damaged. It better not be damaged, because I'm going to be real pissed. Okay. So, I know what this is. Anybody want to take a guess what title this is from before I unveil? Anybody want to guess? I love these back pages, by the way, back covers. No guesses. Go 1, 2, 3. No guesses. Okay. So I am going to flip it over. Oh, I showed you my name. Ah, damn it. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be a mystery. Okay. This right here is X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men 132. You're coming over now? Yeah, it is kind of awesome, guys. This is from my favorite X-Men run ever. That Claremont Byrne run, part of the Dark Phoenix storyline, which is really awesome. Really awesome. It's in the 8.5, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with it. I got it at a decent price. I think it cost me about $50. Can't go wrong with that. For a mid Claremont run Dark Phoenix saga storyline, you can't go wrong with that. You really can't. And what makes this even more significant? The price of grading. Yeah, pretty much. I got it for the price of grading. And this was a book that I needed to add into my collection. I have 133, 134, 135, 130. I got a lot of them. But for some reason, this one was eluding me. And I wanted a decent grade book to add in there. And I'm almost getting a little bit of remorse and a little bit of regret. Actually, yes and no. I don't know that I got it graded, because one of the things that's super key with this book that people don't realize, this got an iconic, I mean, really, really iconic um, last panel of the story, where you see Wolverine in the sewers getting ready to go all out to war with the Hellfire Club. And the next issue, which is 133, is actually his first ever solo book, where he's in the book fighting all by himself, everybody. And he goes nuts, and typical Wolverine aggressive fashion. He goes berserk. But that last panel in this book, that last panel is what makes this book so awesome. I mean, there's a lot of elements to make it awesome. You have the cover, the art by Byrne, which I always love. I really love John Byrne art. Claremont, who was on point with this entire arc. This, sometimes I've had some reservations of what I like and not like from Claremont. Sometimes it goes a little too wordy, a little bit too out there. Not in a bad way, but he drags it out a little bit sometimes. But this was like on key. This storyline, every issue kept you pulling you into the next one and the next one and the next one. If you haven't read the Dark Phoenix saga, I highly recommend that you do so. And I highly recommend actually reading a lot of the books from X-Men 100. All right, I'll put it from 94, where with the new team, all the way to about 244, because there were so many great story arcs that were connected to that. Yeah, you had a couple of like duds in between, but for the most part, all those storylines were dynamite, one after the other. You really did. So I think I did okay. Shipping on this, I believe, costs 15 or 16 bucks, which is fair for a priority package of this size. That's typically what people charge. So, did I get a deal on it? No. I pretty much got fair market value, maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit less. I got fair market on value, but I got a really nice book to my collection. I never see this book graded at that price point. I see a lot of buy it nows that the people put it at 150, 200. And when I saw an auction, I was ready to buy it for, like, I guess up to $75. So I put my bids in and ended up getting it to my pleasant surprise. The guy had a whole bunch of other books from the same thing that I missed out on because they actually got a lot higher than that. But I'm always sniffing out to get a good deal and trying to get the best bang for my buck. And I really feel that I did with this one. I really do. By the way, I am going to read off some of these people. Jerry, you've been nominated, and congrats. And I don't think there's any surprise, any surprise that you by far are my favorite comic mangler out there. You really are. And if I had anything to do with it, which Brian from LCS won't let me tamper with the voting. He won't let me tamper. But if I had anything to do with it, I'd push you forward without even a vote. Because by far there is no competition when it comes to what you do, in my personal opinion, and what you show the public. Spinetics, I wish I remember what you got nominated for. I know that you got nominated for one of the awards. Um, I went on a full rant, and my mind is cloudy, but I do know that you are nominated for one of them. So, again, congrats. And best of luck. I'm trying to think who else. Who else in here? I'm trying to see the chat. I lose track of who's on the chat because I got a bad display. Because I got great quality, equipment. You're gonna vote for the other guy's spine ticks? That's gracious. Everybody says that they do that. Do they really do that though? Do they really? Do they really vote for the other guy? Nobody knows because they're not gonna say who's voting for who. But do they really vote? Will you really, really vote for everybody else? Oh, hidden gems. You're not aware of what's going on? Where have you been? Where have you been? This has been the controversial scandal of the comic community over the past 48 hours. I'll give you a really quick. I'll give you a really, really quick. Yeah, Gary B is great, by the way, Spinetix. And tomorrow, I'm not as familiar with. I'm just starting to get familiar with him. But Gary B, I love. Anybody that's a Conan lover, hey, I'm with it. Hidden gems. I don't know how you're hidden under a rock, considering you do reviews, live streams, and all that stuff that of all the stuff that's coming out. But I'll give you a quick synopsis. Basically, this guy that goes by the channel LCS Brian decided, as a fan of the community and a really good guy, to start giving some people awards and accreditations for their efforts and their support to the community. Now, he's not picking out the nominees. He's not picking out the winners or losers or whatever. He basically made a website that has a anonymous vote to it. People voted, and the nominations were picked out from the highest voted nominees. After that, the nominations were released by LCS. Many people in the community were real pissed off, and aggravated that their favorite people were not included, even though it was a public vote. It's not LCS's fault that people just didn't vote. Yeah, could he have gotten more publicity? Could he have gotten more of a marketable approach to get more people in the community involved? Possibly. But there was a huge chunk of the community that knew about it. There were massive channels that were nominated. I didn't vote because I totally forgot about it, and it was mentioned 6 months ago. See, that's the thing, Spine Tech. It actually wasn't only mentioned 6 months ago. It was mentioned a few times. I even did a video maybe a couple of months ago, a month ago, whatever the case is. But nobody watches my channels, except if I catch you guys by accident. But um, it was out there. It was out there. People forgot about it. They're like, I'll get that to later. I don't feel like doing it, and that kind of thing. And that's okay. That's okay. It was all over Instagram and YouTube, Jerry. It was. It was. And again, I get it. Not everybody knew about it, but enough people knew about it to put in proper votes. It's not LCS's fault. It's not the judge's fault that people just elected not to. It's just like the real elections. Like you go for president or governor or mayor or whatever the case is. You know how many people don't vote? You focus on how many people vote, but do you know how many people out of the population don't vote unless there's something like critical or something super bonkers that is affecting them or polarizing, or they hate Trump or they hate Biden and they're voting out of spite. Yeah. Just to stick it to the other guy. Unless you have something like that happening, people don't vote. Sorry to tell you guys that. It just, it's just one of those things. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm happy with all my friends that were nominated. Yeah, I'm happy for everybody too. And all joking aside, I might be, like I said, I might be devastated that I didn't get the most abysmal channel on YouTube award. I might be devastated about that. There's always the next year. But I'm happy for everybody. Give them some accreditation. Give them some acknowledgement. Give guys like Comic Tom some good karma. People crap on him all the time. Give guys like Reggie Collects. Give people like Reggie Collects. They're a big guy, like a big. Well, this guy's a big guy because he's a freaking bodybuilder. But give him some love for what he does for the community and the videos he makes and produces and takes the time to put out there. Give people like Gem Mint. Well, I don't think Gem Mint actually got nominated, but there's always a next year. Pressable Defects, who were critical about LCS, they got nominated, and they deserve it. Give some of the newer guys, like Mike, Evil Comics, Dank Comics, all these newer guys, some appreciation, some love for what they're doing. Jerry, not because Jerry's in the chat. This guy's great. Look what he does. The guy freaking sits there playing with chemical baths and putting comics and risking his comics life and death on video for people. He's like the Dr. Frankenstein of comics. How could you not give love to that? That's my point. I'm saying that, it's not like the LCS went and found the cringiest and weirdest of channels and just said, I'm going to give them all awards. These are great channels that have been nominated. And for the people that are hating on them and the people that are giving an issue, they're trying to devalue the people that have already been picked up. Now, as every single nomination that's out there, every person that's a nominee truly deserves it in my book. As far as would I have voted for them? No, because clearly I didn't vote for every single person that was nominated. I only had one vote for a category. And a lot of my votes, personally, there were a handful of my votes that never even made it to a nomination. Because I'm, in the minority. Like, I think a little bit out of the box sometimes with my choices. But I can't disagree. I can't fight a lot of these people that have been chosen. Yeah, there's some ones that I never even heard of. I had to go and look at a few channels. And even after I saw a few of their videos, I was like, you know. What's funny about the hate is that for those who are actually achieving big things in real life and not diminish the comic book awards, but to think that they rig votes to win, it's hilarious. Yeah, it is. Well, it's hilarious. It's sad. I don't know what you're gonna say. And the other thing, you know what? I'm gonna say one more thing about this. You know, I could get nuts. Listen, I made a video where I just ranted for like 10 minutes about this whole thing while I was driving in traffic in New York City traffic, just ranting about this. If you want to hear me really rant about it, just watch that video and you can see what I was talking about. But here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts about this. Look, I'm not being as animated as I usually am, and I'm not being bombastic and whatever the case is. I'm being honest. Okay? These individuals that are upset about it, I get it. But there's always a next year. You know, and here's the other thing that they did that I don't respect. I don't respect this. You should not belittle channels that have smaller subscriber bases. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. You know, I'm not talking about myself. Like I'm doing this for fun. This is a hobby, whatever the case is. But if you go over to my real channel, where it's for business purposes and what I do for a living, I dwarf a lot of these subscriber bases that some of these channels have. That's all I'm going to say about that. But it's not the right way. It's not the right thing to go and belittle some of these subscribers, some of these channels that have 1,000 subscribers, 500 subscribers, that have few comments, few views. It should be fun, Jerry. It really should be. And I think it should stay fun. It's going to stay fun. But I had to say my piece. I really did. Because, like I said before, Brian's a nice guy. He's a gentle guy. He didn't do it out of malice. He didn't do anything out of, you know, personal gain or interest to do this. So I had to say something. I really do. He doesn't know I'm doing this. He doesn't know that I'm basically doing a part two to my rant video while I was driving. And I wasn't really like I really wasn't going to get into it again. I was gonna leave it alone and just concentrate on this unboxing of this wonderful X-Men 132, which I truly love. I was gonna leave it at that. But it just came back out again. So when you're belittling these smaller channels, just one thing I want everybody to think about. You might have a channel that has 500 or 1,000 subscribers, and you might have 90% of those subscribers that are fanatic and completely loyal to you. Completely loyal to your channel. And then on the other side, you might have a channel that has 10,000 or 20,000 or 100,000 subscribers, and you might only have 10% that are loyal. They might have subscribed once and then never went back to the channel again. And they don't engage. Because I'll tell you something. If you have a channel that has 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, and every video that goes out there, theoretically, you should be getting approximately 70 to 80% engagement rate. Theoretically. It never happens that way. You should have people either pressing thumbs up or thumbs down and commenting. And a combination of all these actions together, along with views, should be about 80% engagement rate. But it doesn't happen that way. But on the smaller channels, you might have somebody that has 500 subscribers, 400 subscribers, and you might have a really strong engagement rate. I see some of the guys that are in this chat right now, and they don't have huge subscriber bases. But what I did notice is that their subscribers and the people that watch them are loyal, and they comment quite often, and they view quite often, and they thumbs up quite often. I don't see that many thumbs down, so that's a good thing. But that's all I'm saying. Don't belittle the little guys, because everybody starts off from a little guy, unless you go on to these, sites from India and stuff like that, and they buy you subscribers. If you want to do that, you could do that. But that's it. I said my piece. I'm not going to get crazy anymore. LCS, love what you're doing. Brian, I love what you're doing. Keep doing your thing. Don't let anybody get you down. Like you said in your last video or one of your last videos, too many people are butthurt. So let them stay butthurt. You apologize. Personally, I would not have been as apologetic. I would have apologized. I would have fessed up to certain errors the way you did. But I wouldn't have been as apologetic. I'll tell you that much. I would not be that apologetic. Because you did, for the most part, everything the right way. Yeah, you didn't predict certain things, and you might have not done the right kind of promotion on it, but you also had limitations of your reach. You did the best you can. And other people that were supporting you promoted as well. Next year, it will get promoted better. And I keep saying next year because I'm confident that this is going to become a yearly event. Somebody is going to really be upset in a few years that has been talking negatively about it right now, because this is going to become one of these yearly events. I voted in the awards. It was nice. I just joke about everything except for Star Trek. Why, are you a Star Trek fan, or you hate Star Trek aggressively relaxing? But those are my thoughts. Brian, keep doing your thing. LCS, keep doing your thing. To the nominees, I wish you all the best of luck. I'm going to keep helping promote this in the best way I can. I'll do what I can. Trek is Gems. I'm sorry, aggressively relaxing. I do like Star Trek. I like William Shatner Star Trek. But then you start losing me with the Next Generation and everything else. I like the original Star Trek. I like Spock. I like Captain Kirk. I like Uhura. But I start getting lost in the other ones. Maybe it's because it's just so much. You know what? Aggressively relaxing. I'm going to campaign for you to get the aggressively asking for award. We'll see what we can do for you. Oh, so you were a next gen through Enterprise guy. I personally, I watched a lot of next gen, but I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. I like the old stuff. But then again, I was more of a Star. Sorry, guys, I was more of a Star Wars guy. Give me Chewbacca and Jabba the Hutt all day, every day, and I'm happy. Yoda, I'm there. Han Solo, that's my guy. Even read some expanded Universal novels, aggressively relaxing. Yeah, they wrote a lot of stuff for Star Trek. A lot of stuff. They have a whole universe that they keep going. It's amazing that Marvel hasn't bought Star Trek, bought everything else. They do freaking bang up job with it, I'm sure. I dig not that. That would be great. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments. I even had Star Trek role playing game in Dungeons and Dragons. Like, you know what? I remember something like that. The Star Trek role playing game. I do remember that now that you said that. I'm constant, ever expanding rewatch of every Star Trek series. Trek comics at the IDW is pretty solid. I never read any of the IDW. I never read any of the IDW comics. I did get my hands on the some of those older, what is 60s or 70s Star Treks. Was it Gold Key comics? I know they're somewhere. I have a few somewhere, and I did read them. They were fun reads. I like that last 7 of 9 IDW miniseries. Uh, didn't read the whole thing. I have one issue, one random issue that I got in a big lot, and it's I think like I don't even know what number it is, but it's not definitely number one. So I never read it. Maybe if I get my hands on some of those, I'll read them all together, so I can know what that's all about. Yeah, the gold key. Yeah, I was right. It is gold key. Thank you aggressively. Um, yeah, those gold keys are fun, and I like the covers, the the photo covers that were on there. It had a total different look to it. Good stuff, like really, really good stuff. If Jerry's still on here, I'm sure he would appreciate those old gold key Star Treks. He's got his. I know Golden Age is his thing. I know Golden off to Montauk for a little fishing. Grab a bunch of porgies, Jerry. I'm thinking about taking my kid next week over for a little bit fishing out there. Be well, Jerry. Spine ticks, uh, aggressively relaxing. Uh, Gold Digger Jim. No, not Gold Digger Jim. Digger Jim. Gold Digger Jim. um, and everybody else that's in the chat. I appreciate everybody tuning in, listening to my rants, letting me show off my cool new comic that I'm loving. My cool old new comics, hidden gems, of course. I figured you'd be still hiding in there, a hidden gem. You didn't say anything for a while, but you called me on my um, gold digger comment. No offense, digger. You know what? I wish for you to find some gold as well. But you know what? Every time we pick up a comic, there's gold within those pages. You know, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for letting me rant. Um, if people agree with me, that'd be great to see some comments and more support for LCS. Brian, if you don't agree with me, that's fine as well. Throw a comment. Tell me why you don't agree with me. If you're watching this on the replay, just like every other video that I'm doing up until I hit 150 subscribers, every time we hit 25 comments, regardless of likes, regardless of subscribers, it doesn't matter. If we hit 25 individual comments, I will be sending out. I will be doing a wheel with all those comment people. The winner will get a comic sent to me, sent from me to them, along with a customized sketch. That'll be the award for every single video going forward, just like this video, last video, every video. So I'm just reminding you all about that. By the way, Hidden Gems has a great channel as well. He's got a lot of skill. A lot of skill. Not like my little doodles. He's got some real skill. He's a really good guy. So check out his channel as well. So that's going in. Of obviously we're doing a 150 subscriber giveaway when we hit that. If we linger at my 100 mark for a couple more days, we just hit it the other day. If we could linger at it for a couple more days and maybe get to like 105, 106, so I know that we're not going to drop again, I'll give something away because of the 100 subscribers, something just random. But I want to make sure that we actually stay there because I don't want to drop back down to 90 and be doing a 100 subscriber giveaway because that's how it works sometimes in YouTube. And that's it. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Have a great weekend. Have a lot of fun. And thank you for watching. And until the next time, you keep collecting and I'll keep recollecting and sometimes ranting. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How the hell like that? What the hell? Come on, turn this thing off. How do you turn this off?